All right, so today we're diving into the I Ching,
Okay.
specifically Hexagram 46,
Right.
Sheng,
Uh-huh.
which translates to pushing upward or ascending.
Yeah, pushing upward.
Now, you've already mentioned that you're familiar with the I Ching, so
I am, yeah.
we can kind of skip the basics and jump right in.
Yeah.
But for our listeners who maybe haven't encountered it before,
Right.
can you give us just like a super quick
Sure.
explanation of what the I Ching is?
It's an ancient Chinese text
Okay.
that's been used for like divination and guidance for thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it works by you ask a question or you have a situation in mind.
Okay.
And you generate a hexagram.
Right.
Which is like a 6-lined figure.
Right.
And each hexagram has all these different layers of meaning and interpretation.
Right, so it's not like
And it gives you insight into your situation.
it's not like a fortune cookie
No, not at all.
where you just get like a one-liner.
It's much more complex than that.
It's this whole like system
It's a whole system
of wisdom and guidance that you can really
dive into.
dive into. Okay, so we're diving into Hexagram 46 today. Shane.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What's the overall like vibe? What are we getting from this hexagram?
Well, I think the main takeaway
Okay.
is that it signifies a time of growth, progress, and achievement.
Ooh, I like that.
Almost like a tree, you know?
Yeah.
Growing upwards from the earth, reaching for the sky.
Reaching for the sky. That's a good image.
Yeah, it's a very visual,
What does that mean?
hexagram.
Like, what does that upward movement represent, like
Yeah.
in a practical sense?
So think of it as a green light for your goals.
Okay. The green light. Okay.
It could be your career, relationships, creative projects,
Anything you're working toward.
anything where you're seeking progress.
Right.
Sheng even predicts success in areas like wealth,
Wealth. Okay.
plans finding lost people, or even like keeping the peace at home.
Oh, wow. So it's like covers a lot of ground.
Yeah. It's pretty comprehensive.
So we're talking good things coming your way.
Yeah. Good things are coming your way, but the I Ching is never that simple.
Right. Of course.
It's not just about waiting for it to happen.
Right.
It's about,
Takes effort.
it emphasizes consistent effort.
Right.
That this progress comes from consistent effort.
So it's less about some sudden windfall, more about
Right. More about
steady growth.
steady growth. Exactly.
I'm already telling them to like this one.
Yeah, me too.
I think our listeners are probably feeling it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so steady growth, consistent effort.
Mm-hmm.
And here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
The I Ching suggests moving towards the south
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
for optimal growth and progress.
Yeah.
During this time, now I understand that in the I Ching,
Yeah.
directions have symbolic meaning.
Yeah, they do.
So we're not talking literally about
Okay.
packing your bags
So not necessarily.
and heading south on a map.
It's more metaphorical.
All right, so how can we
Yeah.
apply this concept of moving south
Mm-hmm.
in a more practical way?
Okay, so think of South
Okay.
as representing those areas in your life where growth feels natural
Okay.
and abundant.
Like where things are just kind of,
Yeah, where do you feel most energized and supported?
okay.
Which projects or relationships bring a sense of warmth and expansion?
Okay.
Like those are your Souths.
Interesting. So it's about
It's about aligning yourself with those energies.
really zeroing in on
That's the true meaning of moving south.
the areas in your life where things are already
Right, where things are already flowing.
kind of moving and grooving,
Yeah, exactly.
and then putting more energy towards those.
Exactly.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got this very positive
Yeah.
upward movement potential for growth, progress, achievement.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing the I Ching,
Right.
I know there's always like a balance.
There's always a bet.
There's always another side to the coin.
Yeah.
So what are some of the cautions or warnings
Cautions warning.
that are woven into this hexagram?
So there's a health warning,
Okay, health warning.
specifically indicating a potential for issues related to the abdomen and bile duct.
The abdomen and bile duct. Okay.
Yeah. So on a literal level,
Yeah,
it's a reminder to be mindful of your physical well-being.
of course.
But like most things in the I Ching,
Right.
it could also have a deeper meaning.
What do you think that deeper meaning might be?
Well,
Besides just like
right.
taking care of your physical body.
Maybe it's about paying attention to the gut feeling,
Oh, the gut feeling. Okay.
that intuitive
Yeah.
sense we get in our abdomen
Yeah.
when something isn't quite right.
And something's off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe it's a reminder to trust your intuition
Okay.
especially when it comes to making important decisions.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's like that inner knowing
Mhm.
that we often ignore
Yeah, we do.
or push aside.
Uh-huh.
So this is like a reminder
Pay
to
attention.
listen to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other
Other cautions.
cautions that we should be aware of?
Yes. So, Sheng also mentions that retrieving lost items
Lost items.
might be difficult during this time.
Interesting.
Perhaps the lost thing is kept high up,
Kept high up,
out of reach, so to speak.
metaphorically.
Yeah, but this could also be a metaphor for something you're seeking.
Okay.
You know, knowledge, a sense of purpose, even love.
Like something you feel is missing?
Yeah, it might require more effort and patience than usual
Okay.
to find what you're looking for.
So maybe it's less about trying to like claw your way
Right.
to get those things back
Yeah.
and more about focusing on
More about focusing on
what you can control right now.
yeah, what you can influence.
Yeah.
And trusting that what's meant to be found
Uh-huh.
will eventually find its way back to you.
I like that.
Yeah,
Okay, and finally, there's some advice
there is, yeah.
regarding legal matters.
Legal matters.
What should we know about that?
Okay, so Sheng advises maintaining a calm and peaceful attitude.
Calm and peaceful.
Yeah, if legal issues arise,
Which can be hard.
which can be very tricky.
But you're dealing with legal stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But it also suggests being proactive.
Proactive. Okay.
Take the initiative. Victory is possible.
So it's not just about like
Right.
hoping for the best.
It's not about hoping for the best.
You got to actually take action.
You got to take action.
Okay. So even in this time of upward movement, potential success.
Yeah.
It's not about just like sitting back and waiting for things to happen.
No, it's about actively shaping your destiny.
Actively shaping your destiny. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the overall vibe,
Yeah.
the potential for success,
Mm-hmm.
some warnings to be aware of,
Some cautions.
some cautions. But what about those individual lines
Yeah.
that make up the hexagram?
The lines, yes.
What are some of the
So each line
highlights there?
adds another layer of meaning.
Okay.
And some are quite evocative. Okay.
Like, for example, the first line
yeah.
reinforces the idea of going south.
Okay.
But line 3 gets a little bit cryptic,
Oh, cryptic. Okay.
talking about ascending an empty city.
Ascending an empty city. What do you think that signifies?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a very evocative image.
It is. There are many interpretations.
Okay.
Perhaps it's about finding opportunity
Okay.
in unexpected places.
Opportunity in unexpected places.
Okay. Or stepping into leadership roles
Okay.
when others are hesitant.
Stepping up.
Yeah. Or maybe it even suggests building something new
Okay.
from the ground up,
From the ground up.
creating something where there was nothing before.
Wow. So it's like you're
Yeah.
being called to step into this space where you can
Or where you can make your mark,
pick your mark. Yeah.
where your unique
But your
skills
unique skills and talents
are needed.
are really needed. Yeah. Okay. And then
And then there's line 6,
9-6.
which is a very powerful message about ascending in the dark. Ascending in the dark.
And the benefit of persistent righteousness.
Ooh, that's powerful. Ascending in the dark.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
It's about having faith in the journey,
Faith in the journey.
even when we can't see the destination.
Even when we can't see where we're going.
And trusting that even in the darkest of times,
Yeah.
there's an inner light that can guide us.
Our own inner light.
Yeah, our inner compass.
I'm really feeling how much depth there is to this hexagram.
Me too.
And I love how it's encouraging us to think about how all of this applies to our own lives.
Absolutely.
Like right now, what areas are you looking to ascend in?
Yeah.
What are your souths?
Good question.
How can you embrace the energy of Sheng
Yeah.
to create positive change?
Those are questions worth pondering.
Yeah, definitely worth pondering.
We'll dive deeper into them in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, those individual lines add so much.
I know.
It's like they're these little mini hexagram
right. It's
within the bigger one.
Each line is like a little pathway for
Exactly.
the bigger journey.
Yeah, and they remind us that, the path of pushing upward can manifest in so many different ways.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier
Okay.
about the specific areas where Sheng indicates success.
Yeah.
Wealth plans, finding lost people, and household peace.
Right.
I think it'd be helpful to unpack those a little bit further.
Good idea.
So let's dive in,
Let's dive into the specifics.
starting with wealth.
Okay.
What does success in this area actually look like, according to Sheng?
Well, it suggests...
Because I know everybody listening is like, oh, wealth, tell me more.
Material prosperity is likely during this time.
Okay.
But it's not about winning the lottery.
Oh,
Or striking it rich overnight.
no get-rich-quick schemes.
Exactly.
Oh.
Sheng emphasizes gradual accumulation of resources
So slow and steady.
through consistent effort and smart decision-making.
All right, so it's not just about, like, manifesting money out of thin air.
No.
It's about being smart.
It's about
With your money, making good decisions.
building a solid foundation
And putting in the work.
for long-term financial stability.
Okay, so it's like being responsible with your money.
Yes.
Making those smart moves.
Yeah.
And trusting that those rewards will come over time.
Exactly. It's about aligning your financial actions with the energy of Sheng, that upward momentum that's supporting your growth in all areas.
Okay, so it's all connected.
Yeah, it's all connected.
Okay. What about success in plans?
Plan.
Does this mean all of our plans are just going to magically work out
Not magically.
perfectly during a Sheng phase?
It's not about guarantees,
Good.
but Sheng does indicate a favorable time
Okay.
for initiating new projects and setting things in motion.
Okay.
So think of it as having a tailwind.
Okay. Tailwind.
Like your ideas are likely to be well received,
Okay.
and you'll have the energy and drive to see them through.
So if there's something you've been wanting to start,
Yes.
like a business,
Yeah.
or write that book, learn a new skill,
Learn to play the guitar.
now might be the time
This might be the time
to take action,
to take that leap.
to take that leap. Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, Sheng encourages you to step into your creative power
Oh, I like that.
and make those dreams a reality.
Okay, this next one's a little bit more mysterious.
Finding lost people.
Finding lost people.
Yeah.
What does success look like in that area?
So this could certainly be interpreted literally,
Okay.
as in someone who has been physically lost being found,
Right.
but on a metaphorical level.
Okay.
Perhaps you've been feeling lost or disconnected
Okay.
from yourself, your passions, your
That
purpose.
is a part of yourself
Yeah. Sheng
that
suggests
has gone missing.
this is a time for reconnection,
Okay.
for finding that missing piece within yourself.
So it's those aha moments
Yes.
of self-discovery.
Exactly.
Maybe finding clarity.
Yeah. Reconnecting with your passions. Or even like discovering hidden talents you didn't know you had.
Exactly. It's about finding your way back to yourself.
Back to yourself.
Back to your center.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
And finally, we have success and household peace,
Household peace.
which I think we can all appreciate the value of,
Yes. Especially in today's hectic world.
especially in today's world. So
Yeah.
what does that look like?
So Sheng suggests a time
Okay.
when relationships can flourish
Okay.
and family members can come together
Okay.
in a spirit of cooperation and understanding.
So it's not about like avoiding conflict altogether.
Right. Because let's be real.
Right.
Every family has its disagreements.
Every family has its disagreements.
Yeah.
It's more about how you
It's more about resolving
go through them.
those conflicts in
Yeah.
a way that strengthens the bonds between family members.
So it's like open communication.
Yeah. Open communication, empathy,
Empathy.
a willingness to compromise.
Yeah. So it's about creating that home environment
Yes.
that feels safe and supportive and loving, where everybody feels heard.
Exactly. And remember,
Exact.
household peace can extend beyond
Right.
the traditional family unit.
It could be your roommates,
It could be roommates, close friends,
your chosen family.
anyone you consider part of your inner circle.
Right. So it's about cultivating that harmony and understanding
Exactly.
in all of your close relationships.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got wealth plans, finding lost people, household peace, and all of these go beyond just
They do.
external achievements.
Right.
It's also about that inner growth.
Yes.
That connection, finding that sense of balance
Yeah.
in every aspect of your being.
It's a holistic approach
It's very holistic.
to success.
Yeah. It's not just about like
Right.
what you achieve
It's not just about the external.
in the outer world.
It's about who you become.
It's about who you become in the process.
In the process, exactly.
I like that.
So I think this brings us back to the core message of Sheng.
Okay.
It's a time of incredible potential,
Right.
but it also requires mindful action,
Okay.
inner reflection,
Uh-huh.
and cultivating those qualities
Right.
that will support you on your journey of ascension.
So it's not enough to just want those positive outcomes.
Right.
You have to be willing to
You have to be willing to do the work.
do the inner work,
Yeah.
to cultivate patience,
Yes.
persistence, resilience,
All of those.
all those qualities that'll help you make the most of this energy of upward momentum.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got this incredible energy
We do.
pushing us upward.
Yeah.
We're taking action. We're staying true to ourselves.
Right.
But we know there's going to be bumps in the road.
There are always bumps in the road.
There's always going to be challenges.
Yeah.
So what are some practical
there are some
strategies that Sheng offers
strategies for navigating
those inevitable challenges?
Okay, so one of the most important pieces of advice is to maintain a calm and peaceful attitude.
Calm and peaceful attitude.
Even when things feel chaotic.
Easier said than done.
Or overwhelming.
Right.
Easier said than done sometimes.
Why is that so important?
Because when we're calm and centered, we're able to think more clearly.
Right.
Make better decisions. And respond to challenges in a more constructive way.
It's like don't make any permanent decisions in a temporary state of mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When we're stressed or overwhelmed, we tend to react impulsively.
Right.
And that can lead to choices
we
later regret.
We've all been there.
Right. But when we take a moment to breathe, to ground ourselves, we can tap into our inner wisdom.
That inner wisdom.
Yeah. And make choices that are aligned with our highest good.
So it's not about suppressing your emotions.
No.
Or pretending like everything's fine when it's not. It's about
acknowledging those feelings.
Acknowledging those feelings.
Yeah.
But not letting them
control your actions.
Control you. Yeah.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between acceptance and action. So we accept the challenge. We acknowledge our emotions, but then we choose to respond in a way that empowers us to move forward.
So it's about being proactive.
Exactly.
Rather than reactive.
It's about taking control of the situation.
Taking control rather than letting the situation control you.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Sheng also reminds us that challenges are often opportunities for growth.
Right. They can help us to develop resilience.
Yeah. Resilience, problem-solving skills.
Our problem-solving skills.
Our inner strength.
It's like that classic weightlifting metaphor.
It is.
You got to push yourself to build muscle.
You have to push yourself to build muscle.
And just like physical exercise makes our body stronger.
Yeah.
Those mental and emotional challenges can make our minds and spirits stronger as well.
Exactly.
So instead of seeing those obstacles as like setbacks,
roadblocks,
we can view them as stepping stones.
Stepping stones.
On our path to growth.
Absolutely.
I like that.
And Sheng encourages us to embrace those challenges with courage and determination. Knowing that we have the inner resources to overcome them.
I love that it's about changing our relationship.
It is.
To challenge.
Yeah.
Seeing them not as roadblocks, but as opportunities.
Opportunities.
To learn, grow, and become even more resilient.
Exactly.
Okay. So we've talked about staying calm.
Yes.
And centered, seeing challenges as opportunities for growth and taking proactive action.
Yes.
Now, there's a couple of intriguing details that I want to touch on that we haven't fully explored yet. All right, and one that keeps coming to mind for me is that recurring advice to move south.
Move south,
and, you know, the I Ching doesn't always spell out its reasoning.
No, it doesn't.
But it definitely sparks curiosity.
It does.
So what are your thoughts on why the I Ching might associate the south with optimal growth and progress?
Well, if we think about it symbolically, the south is often associated with warm sunlight abundance. It's the direction from which many cultures believe life-giving energy flows.
I like that. So moving south could represent aligning ourselves with those positive forces of growth and expansion.
Exactly.
And it could also be about shifting our perspective.
Yes.
Right? Moving away from old patterns, limiting beliefs that might be holding us back.
Yes.
So the South could represent a fresh start. A new beginning. A chance to create a life that's more aligned with your true desires.
Exactly. It's like shedding that old skin.
Right.
And stepping into a brighter, more expansive version of yourself.
I like that.
Yeah.
And it's important to remember.
Yes, it is.
That moving south doesn't necessarily mean physically relocating.
Right.
It can also be about making those internal shifts. Changing your thoughts.
Yeah.
Your beliefs, your behaviors.
Exactly.
So it's about lining your inner compass.
Yes.
With that direction of growth and expansion.
Precisely.
Okay.
And it's about being mindful of the energies you're surrounding yourself with.
The energies you're surrounding yourself with.
Yeah. Are you surrounding yourself with people, places, and experiences that support your growth?
Okay.
Or are you stuck in environments that drain your energy?
That's a good question.
And hold you back?
Yeah, it's about creating a life that feels aligned and supportive of your journey. Okay, so we've unpacked that symbolic meaning of moving south. How it can relate to both internal and external shifts.
Right.
Now, there's one more detail I'd love to explore.
Okay.
And that is the caution against rushing in matters of love.
Oh.
Even though success is likely.
Yeah, Sheng's perspective on love is very interesting.
Okay.
It's positive in the sense that it indicates potential for success and fulfillment in relationships.
So it's not a time to be like fearful or avoidant.
No.
But it's saying, don't rush it.
Don't rush it.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I think it speaks to the overall message of Sheng,
okay,
which emphasizes gradual progress and mindful action.
Right.
So even though things are moving in a positive direction, it's important to take things slow.
Okay.
To get to know each other deeply and to build a strong foundation for the relationship.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Slow and steady wins the race, exactly.
Yeah.
And in the context of love, rushing can lead to overlooking red flags.
Oh, yeah.
Making impulsive decisions or getting swept up in the excitement of new love without really considering long-term compatibility.
So it's not about being like cynical or guarded.
Right.
It's about being
discerning.
Discerning, yeah.
And intentional.
Intentional.
Sheng encourages you to approach love with a sense of awareness.
Okay.
Mindfulness and respect for yourself and your partner.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's about creating a relationship that's built on a solid foundation.
Yes.
Of trust, communication.
Yeah.
And shared values.
Shared values.
Okay.
And that takes time and effort.
And that takes time and effort.
Yeah.
So even though success in love is likely, it's not about taking shortcuts.
There are no shortcuts.
Or rushing the process.
No rushing.
It's about allowing the relationship to unfold naturally.
To
build organically.
Organically.
And to deepen over time.
Exactly.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, there's a beautiful wisdom in that.
There is.
I think when we approach love with patience and intentionality, we're more likely to create a relationship that's truly fulfilling and sustainable.
That's a perfect way to sum it up as we move towards wrapping up this part of our deep dive into Hexagram Phony 6. What are some of your final thoughts?
Well, I think the most important message is to embrace the energy of ascension.
Embrace the energy of ascension.
Embrace the energy of ascension.
This is a time for growth, progress, and achievement. In all areas of your life.
Right.
But remember, the journey is just as important.
The journey is just as important.
As the destination. Take things slow. Be mindful. And trust the process.
Trust the process. I love that.
Yeah.
Embrace the journey.
Yeah.
Trust the process and keep pushing upward. Exactly. And remember, you have everything you need within you. To create the life of your dreams.
That is such a beautiful and empowering message.
Thank you.
We've covered a lot of ground in our exploration of Sheng.
Yeah.
For that overall message of ascension to the specific areas where success is indicated.
Right.
To those intriguing details.
Like moving south. And the caution against rushing in love.
Right.
Right.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just one thought.
Okay.
As we continue to explore Sheng, I encourage you to ask yourself, what does it mean for you to ascend in the dark?
Ooh, ascend in the dark.
What inner light guides you? On your path toward growth and transformation?
That is a powerful question.
It is.
It's about identifying those core values, those beliefs. Those strengths that'll sustain you through those challenging times and ultimately help you emerge even stronger. On the other side. Okay.
It's about trusting that even when the path ahead is unclear, there is a light within you. That can illuminate the way.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful reminder that we're never truly alone. We always have that power.
We do.
To choose our path and create a life that's filled with meaning, purpose, and joy.
Beautifully said.
Yeah, that inner light
Yeah.
that can guide us through those dark times.
It's a powerful image.
It really resonates with me.
Yeah. And it speaks to, I think, that deeper meaning of Sheng. You know, it's not just about the external success.
Right.
It's about that inner journey.
That inner transformation.
Of growth and transformation.
And that's just as important.
Absolutely.
If not more so than all those outer achievements we were talking about.
Than all the outer achievements.
Because as we grow internally, we create the conditions for greater success and fulfillment.
The two journeys.
In all areas of life.
The inner and the outer, they're deeply intertwined. As you grow internally, you naturally create the conditions for positive change in your external world.
It's like as within, so without?
Exactly, as within, so without.
Yeah.
And Sheng reminds us that this process of ascension is ongoing.
It's not like you reach a destination and you're done.
It's not about reaching some fixed destination.
Right.
It's about continuously striving to evolve and become the best versions of ourselves.
It's like we're always climbing that mountain.
Yeah.
Reaching for that next peak.
Always discovering new vistas.
Discovering new vistas along the way. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's talk about...
We're climbing this mountain of ascension.
Yes.
What are some practical steps?
Practical steps, we
can take
to support your inner growth.
To really support that.
And align yourself with the energy of Sheng.
Yeah, give us the tangible stuff.
Okay, so one of the most important things is to cultivate self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
This involves paying attention to your thoughts, your emotions, your behaviors.
Right.
And understanding how they influence your experiences.
So it's about becoming more mindful.
More mindful.
Of our inner landscape.
Of your inner landscape.
And noticing those patterns, those triggers.
Yeah, those triggers, the stories we tell ourselves.
The stories we tell ourselves.
Almost like becoming an observer of your own mind.
Of your own mind, okay.
So once you're aware of those patterns, you can start to make conscious choices.
Right.
About how you want to respond to them.
It's not about judging ourselves or trying to
or suppressing, push down our emotions.
Yeah, it's not about suppressing your emotions.
It's about being more skillful.
Exactly.
In how we manage them.
In how you manage them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Self-awareness is also about identifying your values, your strengths, and your passions.
Okay.
When you're clear about what matters most to you, it becomes easier to make decisions.
Right.
That are aligned.
Aligned with your authentic self.
With your authentic self, yes.
So tuning into that inner compass.
Yeah, tune into that inner compass.
And using it to guide your choices.
Yes.
Big and small.
Big and small, exactly.
And then.
And once you're clear about your values and your passions, you can start setting goals that inspire you.
Setting goals.
To grow and expand. Goals that are truly aligned.
Right.
With what matters most to you.
So goal setting becomes...
It becomes a tool.
More than just about achieving external success.
For personal growth.
It becomes a tool for
self-discovery.
Personal growth and self-discovery.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, goals aren't set in stone.
Of course not.
They can evolve and change.
Right, especially
as you grow and learn.
In a time of Sheng.
Yes.
Where there's so much potential.
So much potential. For change.
For change and transformation.
And transformation, yeah. So
those goals might need to shift a little bit.
They might need to shift.
Along the way.
Along the way. Exactly. Right. And it's important to celebrate your successes.
Yes.
No matter how small they may seem.
Acknowledge those wins.
Acknowledge those wins.
Give yourself credit for how far you've come.
Exactly. And it's also important to be kind to yourself.
Yes.
When you make mistakes.
We all make mistakes.
Or encounter setbacks.
Nobody's perfect.
Growth is not always linear.
Right. It's all part of the journey.
There will be ups and downs.
Ups and downs, twists and turns.
Twists and turns along the way.
And like we said before.
And as we talked about earlier.
Those challenges can actually...
They can make you stronger.
Make us stronger.
And more resilient in the long run.
Okay.
So Sheng reminds us that even when we're facing difficulties... We have the inner strength and the resources to overcome them.
And sometimes that might mean...
Reaching
out for support.
Reaching out for support.
Whether it's friends, family, mentors.
Friends, family, mentors, therapists. Even the wisdom of those ancient texts.
Yeah.
Like the I Ching.
Yeah. It's okay to ask for help.
It's okay to ask for help.
And then you need it.
It's a sign of strength and wisdom.
It really is.
To ask for help when you need it.
So tapping into your own inner strength.
Yes.
But also recognizing
that
we all need help sometimes.
We all need help sometimes.
We're all in this together.
Supporting
each other along the way.
Exactly.
Okay. And ultimately, this journey of inner ascension is about connecting.
It's about connecting.
With your truest self.
With your truest self.
Your highest potential.
Your highest potential.
Your divine nature, however you define it.
However you choose to define it.
That's beautifully said.
Thank you.
And Sheng reminds us that this journey is not only possible.
It's not only possible.
But it's our birthright.
It's our birthright.
We all have that capacity.
We all have the capacity to grow.
To grow, to evolve.
To evolve.
And to become those radiant beings.
Yes.
We are meant to be.
Beautifully said.
Okay, so as we wrap up.
Our
deep dive into Hexagram 46 Sheng. I encourage you to embrace this energy of ascension.
Yes.
Cultivate self-awareness. Set those inspiring goals. And approach those challenges.
Yes.
With courage, resilience.
And
a belief in your own limitless potential.
And
remember, the journey of ascension. It's not a solo climb.
We're all in this together.
Supporting each other every step of the way. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Thank you for being here.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep growing, and keep pushing upward.
And may the wisdom of the I Ching illuminate your path.